Hello everyone, this is Rostik, the weatherman here, and I'm just wanting to update everyone on the extremely warm conditions that we've had over the past day and a half now for pretty much the eastern two-thirds of the country, pretty much east of the Rockies over and stuff. Today is March 13th, Tuesday, March 13th, 2012, by the way. Now, pretty much what's been happening, we've had record high temperatures pretty much upper Midwest and the plains areas over the past day and stuff. We had Minneapolis the other day hit the upper 60s. We had Des Moines, Iowa hit 70 degrees. Chicago currently is in the 60s today. We've also had places in the Dakotas that have been setting record highs like you would not believe it. 50s, 60s, and even 70s. Pierre, South Dakota, 74 degrees earlier today. So lots of record highs and stuff. And mind you that the average temperatures for the upper Midwest for this time of year, in the middle of March, are still in the mid to upper 40s. And we're seeing high temperatures in the 60s and 70s. So 20, 30 degrees above average and stuff. And even record territory, records in this area are like 60s, maybe low 70s, and some places are beating that by like 5, 10 degrees. Extremely warm in the upper Midwest. And the whole entire warmth also spreads over to the east. The south, including Texas and the Ozarks going into the Mississippi and Ohio valleys and stuff, widespread 70s and even low to mid 80s, especially around the Dallas area going up into Oklahoma City. Places like that could see 80-degree plus temperatures over the next few days and stuff, and even spreading over into the southeast and mid-Atlantic states and even into the northeast. Boston yesterday, I believe, hit a record high. It was, I think, 66 or 67 degrees. Very warm for them, obviously. New York City saw its first 70-degree reading since October of last year. DC has hit almost 80 degrees so far today on Tuesday, March 13th and stuff. Pretty much the whole entire eastern part of the country just really, really warm. Now, the reason why is that the jet stream that pretty much divides the warm and cold and stuff is way up here in Canada off the map and stuff. You can't even see it. And I should put labels on here for you next time so you kind of know where things are and stuff. But the jet stream this week, anyways, is way above the lower 48 into Canada and stuff. And that's just letting warm air from the south just rise pretty much into the plains and eastern part of the country and stuff. And we also have a high off the Atlantic coast, off the southeast coast right here, and it's just pumping in southerly warm air into the country and stuff, and that's why we're seeing all the 70s and 80s just break out in the region and stuff. Now, once you go westward into the Rockies and the Pacific Northwest and stuff, that's actually where winter is holding on. In fact, we have winter storm watches and warnings up for the Cascades and Sierra Nevada, where 2 feet of snow could be falling through Thursday morning, actually. And Seattle and Portland today, on Tuesday, haven't even gotten out of the 30s, and they're seeing some light snow, I believe, in and around the Seattle area. So Pacific Northwest still cool and still hanging on to winter, and coming down to the Northern California area and over into Nevada and Idaho. Winter is still hanging on, obviously, but the big story and the big warmth of, big surge of warmth is across the eastern two-thirds of the nation. Now, for the rest of the week, it looks like that the warmth is going to stay around for the two-thirds, eastern two-thirds, east of the Rockies and stuff. So again, widespread 60s, 70s, Midwest, 70s, 80s during across the South, and then 70s and 80s possibly for the Ohio River Valley into the mid-Atlantic states. At the end of the week, we are going to have what's called a backdoor cold front come into the Northeast, so it's actually going to cool down toward the end of the week and into the weekend for places like Bangor, Maine, Boston, New York, Philadelphia, even going down into the mid-Atlantic, including Baltimore and D.C. Temperatures are going to cool off. 70s and even some 60s and 50s are going to show up over the weekend. However, they are going to rebound early next week when that backdoor cold front just retreats back up north, and the warmth is going to just re-enter the region and stuff. So over the next at least 7 days, that a lot of the models are showing and stuff, pretty much anywhere east of the Rockies, it's going to stay really mild, record-setting again possibly, and we're also going to have more of like a, not even spring, but more summer-like feel to the air, where humidity is going to be a little bit up across the south, and that's going to bring the chances of showers and thunderstorms. We have showers and thunderstorms in the forecast for pretty much the eastern coast for today, and then again for this weekend on Friday, Saturday, for the eastern coast and stuff. Again, instability will be building up on those days, Friday and Saturday, and we could break out with a couple storms here and there. Nothing too severe, but just maybe some gusty winds and maybe some hail with those storms as well, but nothing too bad or anything. But pretty much the rest of the nation, besides the Pacific Northwest, it's going to be pretty tranquil, actually. We could have a couple showers and thunderstorms pop up, again, across the southern plains and into the Mississippi and Ohio and Tennessee valleys later on this week as the storm system from the Pacific Northwest moves across the country and, again, ends up on the eastern coast by this weekend and stuff. But, again, temperatures staying well into record range and above just normal, 20, 30 degrees above normal. It just feels like May, early June for a lot of people and stuff. So we pretty much even, like, just skipped spring, and spring is in a week. March 20th is the first day of spring and stuff. So, and we're a week away from that, and it's still winter, and a lot of people are outside in t-shirt and shorts. I'm wearing t-shirt and shorts today because my thermometer says it's 80 degrees outside. It's insane. So the warmth is going to be sticking around for us. So people that don't really care for the cold and stuff, if you live east of the Rockies and stuff, you're in good shape for at least the next 7 to 10 days with temperatures just perfect and stuff to do outdoor activities and all of that. Cherry blossoms will be springing up in the Washington, D.C. area, and the tulips and all the other stuff in the south are just blooming as well this week and next week, so you can expect that. But if you do like winter and stuff, ski resorts are obviously still open over in the Sierra Nevada and Pacific Northwest, and they're going to get possibly 2 feet or more of snow over the next couple of days, like I mentioned, from now Tuesday into Thursday morning. So that's where the cold and the winter is going to hang on. The rest of the country, it's going to feel a lot more like late spring and early summer. So that is just an update on what's happening this week of March 13th and beyond to at least the beginning of spring, March 20th. And after that, it looks like maybe the temperatures could hold off. They might back off some if we have a strong enough cold front come through, or if the jet stream decides to sag down a little bit south back into the country and stuff. But other than that, the next week, get out, enjoy yourselves, do outdoor activities and stuff. Obviously, spring is well ahead of schedule this year. All right, I'll be back again at the end of the month to give you the April outlook.